Hi everyone, I hope your weekend is going just as you would want it to go. It's at the tail end of it, as tomorrow is Sunday. Actually, it's already Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. And I hope that the new week, starting on Monday, will go really, really very well for you. This is another video on Let's Talk About Life, our series where we talk about anything and everything that happens on a day-to-day basis. And today I wanted to talk about support and empathy and just being there for people who need support when they need it. This could be a colleague, could be a family member, could be a neighbor, could be that person that works behind the counter at a service station or at a grocery store, just whoever who may display signs of feeling down, feeling depressed, discouraged. And usually you can tell that a person is going through a hard time. Sadness, depression, anger are emotions that exhibit themselves on the face. You can see them. You can see those emotions one way or the other. But the one that really, really sends bells my way whenever I see it is one of sadness. There are people who tears are streaming down their faces with or without their knowledge. And the thing is, sometimes they don't even bother to wipe. Like they are lost in their sad world and tears are just streaming down their faces. Approach them, put a hand on the shoulder. Don't even ask what's wrong. Just put a hand on the shoulder. They'll probably break down and cry on your shoulder. They may or may not tell you what is going on, but the fact that there was that human touch, that human response to the sadness, to their feelings of depression, really would help to uplift their spirits. I believe that many of the cases that end up suicidal are cases that people saw happening. People saw something. People heard something. People read something, but decided to keep quiet. That is the worst that can happen. When we are quiet bystanders or upstanders, do nothing. You see something, you hear something, you read something, you know something, you know someone is in distress, and we do nothing. We only wait until the person has succumbed to their distress, either by way of getting sick or dying, that we send outpouring messages of love and sorrow about losing the person or that the person is sick. But there was a window where they could have been saved, or where that final straw could have been broken. And perhaps we could have intervened. We could have advocated for them. We could have said something. We could have done something. We could have, but we didn't. This is happening more and more often, where people have assumed this attitude of, it's not my business. Oh, they'll look after themselves. Oh, and then when something bad happens, it hits us that actually it was our business right from the start. We are all in this together. We're in this world together. We're in this environment together. There is no individuality here. So intervene, talk to the person, talk to someone else that is close to that person, and that can probably do more than you can do because we are not that close to the person. But honestly, the minute we detect something going on with someone and they're responding by way of being depressed, by way of being extremely sad, by way of, by way of rage, we should not be standing aside anymore. We should find a way or rally some support around the person and not wait for the outcome, because the outcome is always not good. And expressing how much you love them, how much you care after the fact, well, I guess it's good, but it doesn't do anything for the loved ones of the person, because they're now the ones left to deal with the aftermath. And so I think we would be a better world if we all started caring a little bit more about each other, not becoming busybodies in each other's lives, but just, feeling the pulse and being ready to offer some kind of response when needed. We just lost in the US a very, very prominent leader in higher education, someone who you would have thought had it all together, had made it to the higher levels of leadership at a university. She committed suicide. And only after the fact, people begin to say, oh yeah, you know this, you know that, and I noticed this, and I heard this, yes, but now it's too late. The person needed support, needed some kind of assurance, some affirmation, but it wasn't forthcoming. And feeling overwhelmed, you can feel overwhelmed in a second. Everything can come collapsing in a second. You might be strong all along, and then all of a sudden, it caves in. You're no longer strong. And nobody is, by the way, and nobody's supposed to be. We are a community. We're supposed to lean on each other's shoulders, and we're supposed to share, burdens, happiness, all the emotions, all the events of our lives. So being strong, oh, that's a very strong person, doesn't mean you carry the world on your shoulders, even your own world, or the world of your family or your children or whoever. It doesn't mean that you should be left to do that alone, plus your other challenges. So let's be good to each other. Let's look out for each other. Let's reach out. Let's give a tap on the shoulder when required, a shoulder to even cry on. Let's do that. Bye.